Hey everyone, how you doing? Welcome to Westfield, the place where I could come back and fix a lot of stuff, like this thing. I see it now where that's just too big of a lobe. I could probably tighten that down some. Whole bunch of experiments in this town. This is the place I started in 2015. This would be the place that I used to, I don't know, break rules, break myths that were in the forum, such as how close you can put your streets together. Everything has its place, kind of thing. I left off in this place, Orton, and then I called it Orton because this is the mining district here. I built this pathway in Orton. Huge, long pathway. It doesn't seem long here. But it also goes from here, cuts across, and then breaks into this network. And the more I played, the more I was putting focus on the pathways rather than the roads. But it wasn't really working, right? You see this is not working all that well. This is working like it. Very well. But yeah, I wanted to take a break from that and kind of drink in the weird stuff that I've built here. Right? For example, that pathway leads right all the way down to that neighborhood. Right? Is that a neat concept or what? Huge, huge shortcut rather than trying to drive. Anyways, because I built this place, which is massive as far as I'm concerned, it's like, what? Almost half a tile? A third of a tile? Right? That's pretty big. I didn't really think about what it would do to my rail yard. So, here we are. If I plan to go, let me slow that down. Before I go anywhere with this city, I need to deal with this topic. Right? I know there's somebody shouting out there that what I need is a rail, like a traffic mop. No, I know what it is. Called traffic sponge. Or if you're me, it's the parking lot where all your trucks go to despawn. There's a better, I mean, when you end up with stuff like this is simply telling you that there's a cargo terminal being overworked. In this case, there's two of them. Wow. So, we're going to start a renovation here. It's going to go to a level 3, which is hopefully level 3. I mean, level 1 is get the idea on the map. Doesn't matter what it looks like. Doesn't even have to work. Level 2, make it work if just barely. Level 3, make it work as intended. Level 4, make it look nice. Make it look like it's part of the real world or something. Prop it out, or, you know what I mean. Improve. This worked as intended until the oil district went in. Yeah. So what I need to do, as I mentioned this before, I got to put another terminal in. I left a space here, but I really wasn't thinking about this. I mean, if you look at the way I've got the rails worked out for each terminal, okay, this one just comes in, but this is my out-of-town rail network line, or the national line. This is the bypass for the national line, which means it doesn't do any business with the rail yard. Right. And this branch, that branches into two. This branch goes down to there. This one goes down to there, and they come back up and meet again. All right. Because of that layout, this terminal because of the shortest route rule that rail uses, the trains that come here or leave from here are going in these two directions, these two off-map directions. There's one out there, and then one out there, right? This one does the exact same thing, but in the other direction. It controls the traffic coming, or it gets traffic from here, from that outside connection, and that outside connection. The middle one plays hopscotch between the two. Seeing that there's two destinations that way and two destinations that way, it seems like they're going 2, 2, and 2. Right? I know, there's only 4. But this is handling some from over here and some from over here, so, right? And it's causing this issue. Now that's just based on the shortest route of rail. You can counteract how they're used by roadways. And I think, yeah, I'll show you how that works at the end. But right now, today, what I need to do is where this destination, like these two off-map connections, I don't export it as much as I do from these two, right? So it's okay. This one I'd like to dedicate to this direction as well. So if I'm going to add another terminal, I'm going to try to make it a dedicated one. But I'm not going to do it by splitting this route, because it's going to be from this direction. I'm going to convince the train to take this path rather than go to another destination, another terminal. I know. Oh, look at this. Wow, eh? There's a lot of traffic going to that terminal. Far, 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 far too much. Wow, I love it. Well, I mean, I don't love the backup. I'm enjoying that I can show you how bad it actually gets around here. Okay, so what I mean is I'm not going to break that. I'm going to improve that because that should be a little bigger. But what I would like to do is the trains coming from this destination, I want them to take another line into town. So unfortunately, I got to do this because I wanted to limit this to 9 tiles, but I'm still going to do so. Because all I'm going to do here is just change the, yeah. I'm opening this to change the rail. Okay. Oops. I wish I remembered that every time, right? Okay, so I'm going to stop this, pause, or it's paused, take this out, and I'm just going to redraw this again. What I'm going to do for you, or what I'm not going to do for you, what I'm going to create here Oh, did I fake that? I did. It almost looks like it came out of the center even though it didn't. Nice. Okay. Now here, we're going to take, okay, if you're coming from this destination, I would rather you take this rail into town. Let's do that. Because by the time I'm done, this line is going to be back there again. Now, this is where I'm going to convince them to take that line. I'm going to make this line Ooh. Yee, okay. Still ugly. Anyways, you get the idea, right? What I've done here is from the train's perspective, and I could have put a bigger arc on that, but the distance between here and here is shorter than the distance between here and here. Let me do that again because I think I messed that up. The distance between here and here is shorter than the distance between here and here because of that arc, right? So that would make a natural tendency when they're doing their calculations to use this rail rather than this rail. So now that opens a door for me to put a cargo terminal here and hook it to that rail to see if I can make that work. But that's going to be in the next part. We're going to stop this right about here. Wow. Maybe I should attach the roads to figure out. Nah. On the next one, folks. Take care.